34 cancer-fighting foods that reduce your disease risk. You might already suspect that no single food will for sure protect you from cancer. But loading up on the right foods more often just might lower your odds. We know that there's a close relationship between diet and cancer risk, says Soma Mandal, MD, an internist at Summit Medical Group of New Jersey. What seems to be the most preventative? In general, you can count on plant foods, especially those that are high in fiber or brightly colored, a sign of lots of antioxidants. Dr. Mandal notes. Processed meat and alcohol, on the other hand, have the potential to do the most harm. And even within that framework, certain picks might be particularly potent. Some foods contain compounds that seem to work overtime at helping to stave off cell damage and inflammation, both of which can raise cancer risk. Here are 30 such foods that are worth eating more of. Broccoli. All cruciferous veggies contain cancer-fighting properties, but broccoli is the only one with a sizable amount of sulforaphane, a potent compound that boosts the body's protective enzymes and flushes out cancer-causing chemicals, and has also been shown to fight cell damage and inflammation and even block blood vessels from forming in tumors. Flax seeds. They are a source of alpha-linoleic omega-3 fatty acids, which are tied to lower breast cancer risk. Trials have also found that flax seeds have the potential to slow the growth of tumors in women who've already been diagnosed with breast cancer. Some studies have shown that consuming 25 grams of flaxseed a day may reduce tumor growth in breast as well as prostate cancer. It can also reduce the body's production of estrogen, so its benefits have been linked to breast cancer prevention. Choose ground flax seeds over whole ones whenever possible. Grinding the seeds makes their nutrients more bioavailable. Green tea. Green tea contains substances called polyphenols, which contributes to its anti-cancer activity. Studies of 1-polyphenol show that it may interfere with several processes involved in cell replication, causing tumor cell to die. Tea consumption is tied to a lower risk of colon, breast, ovarian, prostate, and lung cancer. But green tea is thought to pack an extra powerful punch. It's loaded with polyphenols like epigallocatechin gallate and epicatechin gallate, which help protect cells from cancer-causing damage by neutralizing free radicals. Kale. Kale is another cruciferous vegetable with a high concentration of vitamin C and vitamin K. Research has shown it to be a powerful agent against prostate and colon cancer, lung cancer and breast cancer. A single cup of chopped kale serves up more than a day's worth of antioxidants like vitamins A and C, both of which can scrounge up free radicals and stop them from causing cell damage that could potentially lead to cancer. Also vitamin K, vitamin D6, manganese, calcium, copper, potassium and magnesium. Legumes. Legumes, such as beans, peas, and lentils, are high in fiber, which may help lower a person's risk of developing cancer. Large studies of populations that eat legumes as part of their traditional diet suggest people who eat legumes regularly may be less likely to develop certain types of cancer including bowel, breast, lung and prostate cancer. Another study examined the relationship between the intake of bean fiber and the risk of breast cancer. The study results indicated that people who ate diets high in bean fiber were 20% less likely to develop breast cancer than those who did not. Apples. In one study, cancer cells were exposed to various antioxidants found in apples. They found that one type of antioxidant, called procyanidins, triggered a series of cell signals that resulted in cancer cell death. Regular apple eaters have a lower risk for lung cancer as well as certain types of breast cancer, according to the American Institute for Cancer Research. It's important, however, to eat the skin too. The flavonoid quercetin has been associated with a reduced risk of certain cancers, and the highest concentration is found in the skin. Polyphenols also contained in apples are plant-based compounds that may prevent inflammation, cardiovascular disease, and infections. Some research suggests that polyphenols possess anti-cancer and tumor-fighting properties. So the phrase, "an apple a day keeps the doctor away," actually rings fairly true. Berries. Research has shown eating berries may help protect against DNA damage, neutralize harmful compounds called free radicals, and slow the growth and spread of cancer cells. Berries are rich in vitamins, minerals, and dietary fibers. Scientists have shown a lot of interest in berries due to their antioxidant properties and potential health benefits. One study on anthocyanin, which is a compound in blackberries, shows it lowers biomarkers for colon cancer. Other studies have shown that the anti-inflammatory effects of blueberries can prevent the growth of breast cancer tumors in mice. Blueberries. Blueberries contain many phytochemicals and nutrients which show potential anti-cancer effects in laboratory studies. Several studies found that eating blueberries increases antioxidant activity in the blood as well as showing potential to prevent DNA damage. Blueberries' deep blue color comes from anthocyanins, powerful compounds that exert antioxidant activity. Antioxidants function to inhibit the formation of free radicals, rapidly changing molecules that are damaging to DNA. People who consume higher levels of anthocyanins have less inflammation and oxidative stress, according to the American Institute for Cancer Research. Cauliflower. Research shows that people who consume cauliflower have a lower risk of developing cancer. A French research team in 2014 reported an anti-cancer vegetable compound called PEITC. The National Cancer Institute shows PEITC is found in cruciferous vegetables, including cauliflower. A Harvard study of over 100,000 adults found that women who ate more than 5 servings of crucifiers like cauliflower a week were less likely to get lung cancer compared to those who ate the veggies less frequently. Chickpeas. If you eat chickpeas, your body will make a short-chain fatty acid called butyrate. In studies, butyrate helps get rid of sick and dying cells. This can lower your risk for colorectal cancer. Chickpeas have other cancer-fighting compounds, such as lycopene and saponins. Beans are chock full of fibers that get fermented by the good bacteria in our guts and transformed into inflammation-fighting short-chain fatty acids. These acids are thought to potentially have cancer-fighting effects, according to the American Institute for Cancer Research. Walnuts. According to the American Institute for Cancer Research, walnuts exhibit cancer-preventing properties, but scientists have studied walnuts more than other types of nut. Walnuts contain a substance called pedunculagon, which the body metabolizes into urolithins. Urolithins are compounds that bind to estrogen receptors and may play a role in preventing breast cancer. Like flax seeds, walnuts are also rich in ALA omega-3 fatty acids. But that's not all. They also serve up antioxidant compounds like L-argitannins, melatonin, and gamma-tocopherol, which could combat oxidative stress and inflammation. Black beans. Fiber intake from black beans is associated with a lowered risk of colorectal cancer. Black beans are high in folate, which plays a role in DNA synthesis and repair, thus preventing the formation of cancer cells from mutations in the DNA. Black beans being loaded with gut-friendly fibers helps play a role in staving off inflammation. Also, thanks to the dark purple color, black beans are loaded with cancer-fighting flavonoids like anthocyanins. Garlic. The use of garlic and garlic-based extracts has been linked to decreased incidence of cancer in epidemiological studies. Studies have tied higher garlic consumption to lower cancer rates, particularly when it comes to gastrointestinal cancers. Garlic contains sulfur compounds that exert antimicrobial activity as well as inhibit cell-damaging carcinogens. To gain the biggest benefits, chop or crush your garlic and let it sit for 10 minutes before adding it to your cooking. The brief rest helps the garlic produce more sulfur compounds. Oatmeal. There is evidence that eating oatmeal in your regular diet can help fight cancer. Eating oatmeal does not completely prevent cancer, but adding this fiber-rich food to your diet could lessen your risk. Oats are an easy, delicious source of whole grains, which may boast serious cancer-fighting abilities. Getting 3 servings of whole grains daily gives you a 15% lower cancer risk overall compared to those who get less. 3 daily servings of whole grains could slash your risk by as much as 17% of suffering from colorectal cancer. Carrots. Carrots' cancer-fighting potential comes from being a non-starchy vegetable as well as a source of carotenoids and other phytochemicals. Their bright orange color is a clue that carrots are loaded with antioxidants, namely beta-carotene, which might have something to do with their cancer-fighting abilities. One study showed that a high carrot intake was tied to a 21% lower chance for breast cancer. Another study concluded that carrot consumption could help prevent prostate cancer. Another analysis shows that higher consumption of carrots results in a 26% lower risk of developing stomach cancer. Carrots also contain several essential nutrients including vitamin K, vitamin A, as well as antioxidants. Fatty fish. Fatty fish, including salmon, mackerel, and anchovies, is rich in essential nutrients, such as vitamin B, potassium, and omega-3 fatty acids. A study showed that women who ate fatty fish at least once a week had a 44% lower risk of kidney cancer than those who ate no fish. Those who consistently ate lots of fatty fish over a 10-year period had a 74% lower risk of kidney cancer. Other studies found that consumption of fish oil later in life has links to significantly lower risk for prostate cancer. One study found that people whose diets were high in freshwater fish had a 53% lower risk for colorectal cancer than those low in freshwater fish. And yet another study following 68,109 people found that people who consumed fish oil supplements at least 4 times a week were 63% less likely to develop colon cancer than those who did not. Grapes. These juicy fruits are a rich source of the antioxidant resveratrol. Studies show that resveratrol has the potential to possibly stop cancer from starting in the breast, liver, stomach and lymphatic system. When it comes to cancer prevention, whole grapes are probably a better choice than red wine. Even though wine has got resveratrol too, alcohol consumption can up your cancer risk. Strawberries. Strawberries are loaded with antioxidants like flavonoids and tannins and rich in ellagic acid, a natural chemical that protects against skin, bladder, lung, esophageal and breast cancer. Ellagic acid deactivates some carcinogens, slows the reproduction of cancer cells and acts as an antioxidant to protect healthy cells. In addition to scavenging harmful free radicals, the other compounds are thought to help protect against DNA damage as well as inhibiting the growth of cancer cells. Tomatoes. Tomatoes can help guard the DNA in your cells from damage that can lead to cancer. Tomatoes contain a particularly high concentration of an effective antioxidant called lycopene. Tomatoes are thought to help reduce the risk for prostate, breast, and lung cancers. For the biggest antioxidant punch, pick tomato sauce or tomato paste over whole raw tomatoes. Lycopene increases when tomatoes are cooked. Quinoa. The abundance of minerals, vitamins, fiber and other types of antioxidants in quinoa work synergistically to help reduce cancer risk. The nutty whole grain is packed with protein and fiber to keep you satisfied. Whole grains like quinoa are also thought to play a key role in keeping insulin levels steady and staving off inflammation, which could contribute to a lower cancer risk. Cherries. Anthocyanins contained in cherries slow the growth of premalignant cells, and encourage apoptosis, which makes the cancerous cells die faster. Tart cherries also contain melatonin which may help reduce the risk of breast cancer by regulating estrogen throughout the body. Like strawberries and blueberries, cherries are chock full of protective phytochemicals which biologically active compounds that can target key areas in the development of cancerous cells. Eat them regularly to help lower markers of oxidative stress and inflammation. Coffee. Recent studies find that coffee may lower the risk of several types of cancer, including head and neck, colorectal, breast, and liver cancer. although the potential beneficial effects of coffee are not completely understood. One study showed that women who drank 4 cups of coffee daily were 20% less likely to develop endometrial cancer and 24% less likely to develop cancer overall after menopause. But you might want to steer clear of the cream and sugar. Olive oil. A staple of the Mediterranean diet. People who consume the most olive oil are less likely to develop breast or gastrointestinal cancer compared to those who rarely eat the oil. This may be due to olive oil's healthy monounsaturated fats and phenolic antioxidant compounds. Olive oils can lower your odds of developing cancer, all thanks to an ingredient called oleocanthal, an antimicrobial, antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds naturally found in high-quality, non-refined olive oils. Chia seeds. Chia seeds are among the most powerful anti-cancer foods, which are a rich source of lignans. Lignans have anti-estrogenic effects that inhibit cell growth in breast tumors. These seeds are rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a type of omega-3 fatty acid found in many plant foods. Just 2 tablespoons of chia seeds delivers 5 grams of fiber. That's important, since fiber encourages the growth of short-chain fatty acid in the gut that have anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer properties. Brown rice. People who eat a fiber-rich diet are around 20% less likely to die from colon cancer. Brown rice is just one more way to get your fill, offering 3 grams per cooked cup. For people worried about colon cancer risk, brown rice packs a double punch by being a concentrated source of the fiber needed to minimize the amount of time cancer-causing substances spend in contact with colon cells, and being a good source of selenium, a trace mineral that has been shown to substantially reduce the risk of colon cancer. Milk. Dairy foods such as milk, yogurt and cheese are a rich source of dietary nutrients. They provide a good source of dietary calcium and contain protein, vitamin A, vitamin B12, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, riboflavin and zinc. An 8-ounce glass of low-fat milk delivers 300 milligrams of calcium, which could play a role in protecting against colon cancer. People who get more than 700 milligrams of calcium daily are up to 45% less likely to develop certain types of colon cancer. Soy foods. Red meat consumption is tied to a higher risk of some cancers. Soy foods serve up antioxidant compounds like isoflavones, which studies tie to lower rates of endometrial cancer. So consider replacing some of the beef or pork in your diet with soy-based proteins. Whole unprocessed soy like edamame along with fermented soy foods like miso or tempeh may be the best choices. Plain yogurt. A study found that people who eat 3 to 4 ounces of yogurt daily are nearly 20% less likely to develop lung cancer compared to non-yogurt eaters. The benefit could be from yogurt's probiotics, which might reduce cancer-causing inflammation by promoting a healthier microbiome. Artichokes. Artichokes are loaded with antioxidants like polyphenols, which research suggests could play a valuable role in breast cancer prevention. They're also one of the most fiber-packed veggies. A half cup of cooked artichoke hearts serves up 7 grams. One study found that people who get the most fiber are 17% less likely to develop lung cancer compared to those who get the least. Barley. Barley is a fiber-rich whole grain, offering 6 grams per cooked cup, and is a top source of beta-glucans, a special type of fiber with a lot of potential health benefits. Studies have found that beta-glucans may exhibit anti-inflammatory and anti-tumor activity. Barley grass has also shown promising results in preliminary studies done on its ability to inhibit certain cancer cell growths, mainly breast and prostate cancer. Sweet potatoes. A 20-year study found that women with high blood levels of the antioxidant beta-carotene are up to 28% less likely to get breast cancer compared to those with low levels. Sweet potatoes are loaded with beta-carotene, Just one sweet potato has some 700% of the amount you should get in a day. Turmeric. The golden-hued spice contains curcumin, an anti-inflammatory antioxidant compound that could help prevent cancer or slow its growth. Laboratory studies on cancer cells have shown that curcumin has anti-cancer effects. It seems to be able to kill cancer cells and prevent more from growing. It has the best effects on breast cancer, bowel cancer, and stomach cancer and skin cancer cells. Since there are very few side effects of including turmeric in your diet, adding a spoonful to your cooking daily may only help to improve your overall health. Cruciferous vegetables. Eating broccoli, cabbage, bok choy or other cruciferous vegetables, just once a week, could significantly lower your risk of several cancers. Cruciferous vegetables, such as broccoli, cauliflower, and kale, contain beneficial nutrients, including vitamin C, vitamin K, and manganese. Cruciferous vegetables also contain sulforaphane, a plant compound with anti-cancer properties. Sulforaphane significantly inhibits cancer cell growth and stimulates cell death in colon cancer cells. A study showed that sulforaphane in combination with genistein, a compound in soybeans, can significantly inhibit breast cancer tumor development and size. Sulforaphane also inhibits histone deacetylase, an enzyme with links to cancer development. It is recommended to eat 3 to 5 servings of cruciferous vegetables per week for the best cancer preventive effects.